think I dreamt something, but I can't quite remember what that dream was about. Oh well, today's another day of rescues. I wonder if I have any mail. Better check the mailbox. What a thrilling note to get going on! Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Last time, we went on our first official rescue mission as a real rescue team. And we also made the biological discovery that'll rock the scientific community for seasons to come. 2 Magnemites in 1 instead of 3. This time, we'll see what awaits us in the mailbox. You know, between 2 Magnemite being an original creature that no one had ever laid eyes on and scientists saying 20 years ago that there's 150 Pokemon, those are some really bad scientists. Anyway, inside the mailbox, there was nothing. Actually nothing. Oh man, just a bunch of ads. I hate junk mail, what a waste of good paper. Good morning, Chamomile. Aren't you up early? Oh, so you checked the mailbox. So, was there anything? Were there any rescue requests? You were so embarrassed about me catching you sleeping on the rock earlier that because you didn't think I'd be up that early that you went to go sleep in one of the trees over there, didn't you? Huh? There's nothing? I guess that makes sense. After all, we've only just begun. Oh well, we should go to Pokemon Square. We should check the Pelipper post office. I think they'll have jobs posted. Pokemon Square is over here. Let's go. This is Pokemon Square. That's the Kecleon shop. You can buy and sell items there. That's Felicity Bank. Oh great, I always wanted to meet her. You can save your P-money there. It's amazing the things they pay you for doing in this world now. This is the Gulpin Link shop. Gulpin can link moves for you. Huh? What's linking? Well, if you link moves, you can use them together at the same time. You should just ask Gulpin for details. You don't know how it works either, do you? This is Kangaskhan Storage. If you store items here, they'll be safe. You know how to store important items here before you go out into a dungeon. And over there is the Mukhita Dojo. At the dojo, you can learn or get training on various maneuvers used in dungeons. What do you think? The businesses here help us. Oh, there's also the Pelipper post office. That's up past here. I think we can get rescue job information there. So, how about we go to the Pelipper post office first? Your partner will tell you all kinds of things. When you're not sure where to go, just ask your partner. I love talking to your party members in RPGs whenever you want, and you can do that in dungeons and anytime you wish. Off to the Pelipper post office we go. If you couldn't help but smile when you heard the Pokemon Square theme again, I'm right there with you. So many memories attached to this song. It was always the downtime from my adventures in this world. Oh, it's so good. That building is the Pelipper post office. This is where information is gathered from Pokemon needing rescue. See? Have a look at this bulletin board. It lists rescue jobs. Check it out. On the bulletin board, there's all sorts of jobs in various dungeons that we've been to. We're only able to accept lowly F-rank jobs currently, but you're able to see what the rewards are ahead of time. You can also accept multiple jobs from the same dungeons at the same time. Whoa, okay, these are looking, whoa, Thunderwave Cave it is! But if there's a decent reward in another dungeon, but it's not really enough to warrant traveling there once, you're able to accept 8 jobs at a time, and there's no time limit on doing them. So accept everything you see right away, put priority on the items that you like best, and when you have multiple jobs for a dungeon, go play that one for the day. See? There were jobs listed, right? If you want to do a rescue job, choose the job, and then go to the dungeon that's indicated. You can go to the dungeons by taking the path near the base. While we're starting out, we should handle the jobs that are posted here. Doing that should get our team some recognition. That should pull in job offers to our mailbox soon. Chamomile, we should stick with the jobs on the bulletin board for the time being. When you get a request, let's go to the dungeon and do the job. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. I promise I won't be constantly comparing this to the old version though, but there's a lot of really big improvements right away that I think I just need to talk about. Accepted jobs. Back in the old days, you had to press A on these requests to open the envelope. Otherwise, when you went to these dungeons, the jobs just simply wouldn't be there. It wasn't enough to accept them. You had to accept them. It was so stupid. I'm so glad that that's not the case, because I would always forget to go into that stupid pause menu and press A, and wow, this is a beautiful view. I can't even be mad anymore. Besides, the problem is at least 10 years in the past now. We've come a long way. Inside... Hello, and welcome to the Pelipper Post Office. Is this your first time here? Here, you can use the internet or a password so you and your friends can rescue each other. If your team faints in a dungeon, you can ask for help. Or you can go and help someone else's team. And that's not all. You can also rescue your own team with your team members. If someone comes to rescue you, you'll be revived without losing anything. And if you rescue someone else, you can get a reward. Everybody wins. Everyone can help each other out. You should give it a try sometime. Note, in order to enjoy these rescue missions, you will need to set your Nintendo Switch's console's date and time accurately. We can't have you time traveling in Pokémon Mystery Dungeon, which leads me to... Hello, this is the Pelipper Post Office. When you're ready to head out on a rescue mission, go on over to the departure gate. You're not able to do accepted jobs on the bulletin board while doing this. If you're gonna help a friend out whenever they've lost in a dungeon and rescue them, that is the sole objective of that in-game day. Use this wisely. This is also for, you know, getting help with your own rescues. All this becomes available as you start doing these. It's a pretty helpful feature, and in fact, what's super cool, you don't even need to have a Nintendo Switch Online subscription in order to do this. There is a password option, so anybody can just give a password to someone else, and it will contain the data for the rescue. Their game spits out a password, which then you give to the person that you were rescuing, and you can both play on your merry way, get your rewards, they can be happy and saved. It's a great system, very thoughtful for them to not require an NSO subscription for that, as I know that that would be kind of controversial, as it didn't require one back in the day. Hey, so, I've been living 5 feet from a town for the last 2 days without knowing it. Does anybody have to know that I've been eating and pooping in the same bush? Anyway, let's go to town. Literally. Pokemon Square has got quite a few locals to talk to. I don't know why, but there have been many natural disasters lately. A lot of Pokemon have become wild and violent because of the disasters scared them. It's a mean world out there. Ugh, sounds like a bitter cold world. There was a forest fire not long ago. It was terrible. Luckily, Blastoise and Feraligatr were able to douse it quickly, but it could have been so much worse if they were slower getting there. Pardon? Oh, the Pelipper Post Office? The Pelipper Post Office would be straight down this path. It's out at the Cape. You can't miss it. I think it means well. We're gonna go up here next, up to the northern side. You do have pupils, right? Wow, you have to be right on him to be able to see that. Yikes. Speaking of horrific abominations, I've heard fissures have opened up in the ground here and there. They're trouble for everyone. It worries me to no end, thinking that children will fall down into them. Oh, you ain't fooling me, Whiskash. I know you're the one behind all this. You can't cover up your ties to that episode of the anime that got banned because of Japanese earthquakes. I'm onto you. Man, I'm so distrusting of everybody. I really need to fix that. Let's talk to some people that are very trusting, that are very worthy of our trust. First off, Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan Storage is a pretty nice business that will allow you to store all sorts of items with them. Now, I recommend bringing tiny reviver seeds with you, of course, because you never know when you might need those. Pecha Berry can be good because I've told you that poison status is very deadly. Might want to store a few Oran Berries. If you ever want to make multiple selections, that's what the R button is for. Or you can press L and R to select all items and then just select the items that you don't want to select. We don't need a big apple right now. I think maybe a few apples. Generally speaking, I bring in a few apples more than what I need. Of course, I'll always bring in a few PP recovery items, and I would recommend bringing in one more reviver seed than you typically think you need, because it really sucks getting blindsided by something that you couldn't see coming, and now you're caught with your pants down when you were meaning to save that reviver seed for a fight you were actually scared of. That's what I recommend doing. But of course, you lose all items on being KO'd in a dungeon unless you're rescued, so definitely don't hold on to too many items all at once if you want to not get screwed. Next stop on the day is the Mukhita Dojo. This is the Mukhita Dojo. Only through rigorous training can we become stronger. We don't have any ability to go through these dojo drills yet, though we can be offered the tricks of the trade. These are simple tutorials. And when I say simple, I mean piss easy. These are a complete joke, but they're here if you need to review. And what's even better is that there's some exceptionally worthwhile rewards for doing these. What we have to do is step up, we gotta tap A to use this, and it's all review of things that we already know. Perhaps you haven't played in a while and you don't remember exactly how the game works, that's what this is for. Shows you how to hold ZL and use an attack. That's how you use moves, let's see 3 more. Tackle. Bam, tackle, sorry. Tackle, take that. Bam, growl. I just wanted to tell you I didn't like you at the end of the exercise, Master. Already done with that one. And for just tapping A few times, what did we get? 4 apples. For doing all of these tutorials, you get 3 reviver seeds, not tiny reviver seeds. These restore all HP, PP, and belly upon reviving. 5 escape orbs. These will allow for a free escape from a dungeon without losing any of your stuff if it's just important to stop an in-progress dungeon run in an emergency. Keep these in storage, keep one with you at all times, it might just save your life. A gold ribbon. I can't stress how good of an item this is. It's a piece of equipment like our scarf that doesn't really do anything on its own, it's selling fodder. Swing your partner, do-si-do. 4 max elixirs. The max ethers that we've seen restore all PP to 1 move. This restores all PP to all moves. 3 bronze dojo tickets. We'll be getting into what those are momentarily. 10 slumber wands. These are sleeping attacks in the form of an item. When a Pokemon is asleep, it's immobile. These may not be repeatable, but if I may be frank, who cares? It's so worth your time. I was able to beat all of those tutorials in 5 minutes. At no point will you find a better return on items per minute. That's amazing. We're gonna go into dojo drills now. First time for everything. So we'll need to give him a ticket if we want to do these. The more tickets we use, the more effective the drills will be. All we got is bronze, so I think we'll just go ahead and go for that. I'll go do the training, why not? I'll go take on the normal maze. Let's do this. Dojo drill, start now. Defeat the enemies within the time limit. You can also get experience points when you use the super effective move. Don't spend all the small stuff in dojo drills, just go for it. There's special rules, you'll walk super fast. You could also revive as much as you need to, even if you don't have a reviver seed. Use L and auto mode to head for those enemies and get tons of EXP. Let's do it. Let's make me a bubble boy. I'm gonna go for Echoed Voice. I just want to keep doing this. They're dragon types, so I don't have anything that's really effective against them. Come on, just keep going, keep going, keep going. Echoed Voice. Oh, it hits both of them within a range of me. That's really good to know, actually. I didn't realize that. You can be hit with Charge Beam. Kind of sucks getting rid of the Echoed Voice boost. I really want this. Okay, go for auto mode. Okay, Charge Beam. Okay. Look around, okay. What are you talking about? Okay, wide guard, whatever, I don't care. Charge Beam, let's go. Okay, just gonna go into this. Echoed Voice, go, go, go. Come on, I need to hit 2 of these. Okay, I'm poisoned, I don't care. I just need to go, 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 come on, 3, 2, 1. Time up, I didn't get in the last use of it. Level 9! I felt like I sucked at that and I got level 9. This this is your power leveling tool. Moves will also level up a lot quicker in here. It's just such a good tool if you ever need to level up anybody for any reason at all in a very quick pinch. Sing. I'm sorry, man. My attempts at audio are only useful if I'm actually trying to hurt people, not lull them to sleep. Sleep is a decent status, though I don't really like this all that much better than anything that we have right now. We are also able to relearn moves that we pass up, so I'm not that worried about it. I think I'm gonna pass on it for right now, though. Do I want to? Status is a status. I'm gonna pass on it for right now and give it a little more thought. It's all over. Nice work. You want to keep going? I don't think that I really can. That was only using one ticket? I have 2 more of these. All right. Listen, Willow. It's not because I'm a bad friend or anything, but I think I just need to take this one. Okay. I think we're just gonna do this one. You're gonna stay low level. You were already showing me up a lot already. Okay. I'm really playing catch up in all this. You're strong enough as it is. You're a great hero. Trust me. You're very good. Moving right on along, let's go to Gulpin's Link Shop. Welcome, this is Gulpin's Link Shop. Or sorry, this is the Gulpin Link Shop. I guess, yeah, there's one Gulpin, so, you know, it's the Gulpin. We have the ability to link moves that allow us to put 2 moves together and make 1. So if you link Scratch and Tackle will come out at the same time on the exact same turn. It's a super strong tactic, and it's one of the reasons why I've said that status moves are so good. Just imagine using Swords Dance before every physical attack that you use. Imagine lowering defense before you use an attack. Imagine Party Babies. Whatever you want. You can unlink moves after you've linked them, so don't worry about that. Generally, in Mystery Dungeon games, if you're to link the moves, they become delinked at 0 PP, so you need to be aware of that. Not so here. Use them to your heart's content. The only downside at all of linking moves is that PP for both moves is consumed at the same time, so you do have to kind of watch how often you're doing that. I guess I could link moves here. I don't really have any status moves that are gonna buff me or debuff my enemy, though. I did have the opportunity to learn Sing, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking more stats. Trico over here, though. Thinking that maybe Quick Attack and Dragon Breath together could be kind of nice. I could do that as an experiment, at least. Again, there's not much penalty for actually doing this, and we're doing absolutely fine, so... Yeah, every time that you use Quick Attack, let's have you use Dragon Breath as well so that you hit for a lot of damage from far away. Your ranged attacking has been phenomenal. And you even get a new shortcut assigned to it. You can customize that if you so wish. Additionally, yup, it's what I was just talking about. We're free to remember and forget moves. A lot of Pokemon have level 0 moves. In this case, we have Tail Whip, which we never knew. That'll lower the enemy's defense. Could be good if we had physical attacks other than Fake Out. Foresight enables the sure hit status. This also makes normal type attacks hit ghost types. Could be situationally useful in dungeons. Tackle is just a decent normal physical attack. Growl would lower the enemy's attack stat. That could be good against some stronger foes. But I think I'm looking pretty good. What about you, Willow? Leer and Pound. Not that exciting, to be honest. I know I'm passing up quite a lot here, but I think we just have a really solid thing. A lot of starter Pokemon have excellent starting moves, and we're no exception. Nice and easy, though. Very convenient. You can do this every single day. Moving back on over to Kangaskhan here. I want to kind of talk about some history that I have with this series. The reason why I call her Kangaskhan, even though there isn't really anything to suggest that that is his character's name, there was an anime special for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon when it first released on the GBA and DS, and I was beyond hyped for it. I thought it was so cool that we were getting another RPG series, and I was so thrilled for it. And in the special, this character was named Kangaskhan, and as a result of that, I've just kind of always referred to her as that. I didn't realize that I was doing it until I replayed this last year when I was considering doing this. And it's a cute enough episode, I guess. It's from that awkward transition period between the voice casts, so the acting's not really the best, and they get a lot of terminology wrong, but it's alright, I suppose. It's definitely more kiddie than your average Pokemon episode, and that's definitely saying something, but I liked it when I saw it. And speaking of that anime, these are the Kecleon Brothers. I wasn't talking to you. Are a gecko. I'll give you that, but you're not a Kecleon. You are a green gecko, but you're not a Kecleon. The Kecleon shop restocks daily. Sells, let's see, max ethers we've seen, max elixirs, don't need any of these, an oranberry, a one-shot orb. Use it to defeat all enemies in a single room in a single shot. Sometimes it misses, but using it in a monster house is really powerful. I never saw that movie, but I'll be sure to keep that in mind in case I do. I'll take that. A blast seed. I'm so used to these sucking, but they're really good. Eating it makes you attack one tile in front of you with a blast, causing huge damage. You can also throw it, but the power is weaker. This is our first example of a throwing item. It'll go in a straight line, attacking enemies in its wake. Or I guess path. Wake would kind of be it passing by you. And this guy, Purple Kecleon. Purple Kecleon sells TMs. This is the only time a Purple Kecleon has ever been depicted existing in one of the video games. Though it wasn't the first appearance of a Purple Kecleon. Back in the Johto anime, there was an episode called the Kecleon Caper, where someone had a green Kecleon and a purple Kecleon. My personal theory is that that was intended to be Kecleon's shiny color at one point, or perhaps just a placeholder for one. And then it kind of inspired this character, and one thing led to another, and it was an unobtainable Pokemon that just kind of stuck around for all too many years, and then they realized their mistake in the 3DS era, and so they got rid of it in those games. And then this had to get remade, and they're like, well, people are going to be furious at us if we don't bring back the Purple Kecleon. So here we are. But enough about the color of his skin. Look at that. Sparkles on stuff if you can learn them. The main games could learn a thing or two from you, Spike Chunsoft. We have a lot here, and it's so thoughtful that we can see what Pokemon can learn them ahead of time. Hyper Beam is a move that gives us the recoil status. Hits for a ton of damage, but we are prevented from doing anything on our next turn. Thunder can hit an enemy that is using Fly, can use inflict paralysis. During rain or heavy rain, it never misses. During sunny or an extremely harsh sunlight, it's hard to land a move. We check our compatible Pokemon, we see that I'm able to learn this. Psychic can lower the enemy's special defense. It's a pretty powerful move. Shadow Ball can lower the enemy's special defense. It is Ghost type. That's kind of cool that I can learn that. That would allow me to attack Ghost types when my normal type attacks do nothing. Type immunities are a thing here. You can't hit them at all, so be mindful of that and maybe learn some moves that would take advantage of it. This inventory shuffles out every day, so if you see a move that you think you're going to want in the future, even if you don't plan on using it now, grab it. Brick Brick is a fighting type move, and it can hit the Reflect and Light screen and also Aurora Veil. Can learn Willow can learn that. We have Low Sweep, which lowers the enemy's travel speed. Gyro Ball is Steel type and hits for more damage the slower we are than our opponent. Brutal Swing is a great move. I'm kind of surprised seeing this here, and I'm doubly surprised neither of us can learn it. It damages all enemies in a circle around us. Cubone learns this at a low level, and it's one of the reasons why I think it's so strong. However, we don't have enough money for this. What are we gonna do about that? Selling items to Kecleon, frankly, sucks. These are good items, and they sell for nothing. A free emergency exit from a dungeon that we can't even buy yet is 3 Poke. A full revive with all stats restored is 35. The gold ribbon's 2,500. It has no use otherwise. Bye-bye. To me, you're nothing more than a Shadow Ball TM with my face on it. I'll be taking that. And no, I think we're all good. We've done all the business that we can do here. I want to own you. Not overly worried about ghost type, so for the time being, it's just gonna go with my favorite little auntie. And the last stop on our trip to the city. Welcome, this is Felicity Bank. How may I serve you? I wouldn't trust a nickel to those pupils, but I gotta trust my whole life savings to them because that's what happens when there isn't competition. It can be useful to bring some money into a dungeon. There are uses for this. They're rare, but they do come up. Maybe don't deposit all of the savings in there all at once. This is today's present. Please accept it. You got an apple. For making a transaction once a day, Felicity Bank will give some form of a reward, in this case, an apple. Oh, and something about purple too. TMs are one use. Not even the move recycle will allow using them once again. They're just dead after one use. Use them wisely. And that is every single facility and Felicity in this friendly little town. We're not done quite yet. Going back to base, we got some jobs to do. There are sparkles around a dungeon name. That's a sign you'll get a lot of stuff. You can get almost twice as much as the normal amount of P money. A lot of treasure boxes. Oh. I have good jobs in Thunderwave Cave. I have a cruddy job in Tiny Woods. But we have this to go over. That's how they get you. Thoughtful that they show all the Pokemon that are in the dungeon, though. I'm gonna go to Tiny Woods just because I'd like to show this first. Picking up Poke gives that styling little animation showing that we got 28 from that. And as we go through it again, Sunkern over here is asleep. Sleeping Pokemon are really nice. Going over exactly how they work, they are awoken by adjacent movement. If there's any kind of stepping that happens near them, that will wake them up, whereas using a move from a distance, they won't awaken until after they've already been struck. If you bring a treasure box back with you from a dungeon, it'll open. What it contains will be a mystery until it opens. You can't leave a treasure box in storage. Double mystery dungeon madness. We'll keep going over this way. Willow's gonna pick up that mad money. This is a pretty big floor, actually. Usually you don't see a floor this big on a dungeon like this. You won't get me! Wow, way to suck, man. Man, way to suck, lady. Oh, a gold one. A deluxe box? I made the right choice. Wow, Pidgey, would you fly into the wall and faceplant and then you just got conked out cold? Put you out of your misery. Probably shattered a few ribs doing that, ouch. For now, I'm gonna go around these floors, attack as many Pokemon as I can in hopes of getting some good dropped items. We powered up Charge Beam and then Echoed Voice. Here's Plusle. This is our target. Our rescue target. I didn't mean to scare you there, little boy. It's okay. Boy, for all I know, with you being red and white, maybe people did use you as a target. Thank you. Please come see me later at the Pelipper Post Office. We hold up the rescue team badge and grant them magical powers! I would not like to exit the dungeon now. I'd like to explore some more with enemies dropping such good items and there just being money everywhere. Level up for Chamomile Willow, level 7. Level up, I'll do better now. I was the one who attacked, so I thought it was me. Becoming dizzy from hunger, that's a-okay. Got a tiny reviver seed on the 3rd floor. This place has good items, actually. Chamomile grows to level 10. And is trying to learn Attract. There's a status move I can get behind. I haven't used Grass Knot one time. I'm sure it has uses against some specific opponents, but when we're fighting Wurmples and Pidgeys and stuff, not only is Grass type not that useful, but no one weighs more than half a pound. I stayed here longer than anyone should. Overheat! That's a remarkably powerful special fire type move that lowers the user's own special attack after using it. That's one of the best moves in the game! Attacks an entire enemy's Trick Room that reverses turn order, I think. I don't know if its effect is actually different here. Bronze Dojo tick. We've seen how overpowered that is. Another one! A 3rd one! Zinc! Oh boy, I'm gonna have a fun time explaining that one. We'll get to that another time. Rainbow Gummy. I think that's also another one for another day. And that's not even our deluxe box. The deluxe box contains a DX Gummy. I'm content. I rescued only one person, and I left the other 3 to hang, and I feel good about myself. Thank you for saving Plusle. This is your reward. A Violent Seed and 100 Poke. There can be extra little things like the 100 Poke there and a reward. You're guaranteed to get whatever item is written on the tin. Just be aware that sometimes there'll be nice little bonuses for you. It's all about being efficient, accepting multiple objectives at the same time, and choosing the right dungeon. We did do good today. Let's call it a night and get some rest. We've earned it. Okay, see you tomorrow.